Louis Vega, OS 230. Ethical behaviors and standards. The study of ethics is about what we should do and what we should be. It's about right, evil, and the relationship of humans to each other and to other living things. First of all, in your organization, you want to be honest. So honesty is you live by your word and you do what you say. Um, if if you go to work and you lie to one person and multiple people believe that you are a person that's never telling the truth, what's going to happen is when you have a project or a presentation or something that's going on, they're just going to conceive you as somebody that lies, and it's going to be hard to trust. And it's going to make it hard for you to go to the workplace. Authenticity is when speaking. Listeners know what you're talking about. Got to be 100% real. Got to have facts. Got to have resources. Morality, principles between right and wrong and good behavior. What's good behavior? What's not good behavior in the workplace? Sexual harassment. What to say, when not to say it. Staying in a comfort level with people is very important. Examine the previous policies and content, and determine what needs to be changed. As a change agent, as a supervisor or manager, constantly evolving and understand what change is. Under slide 2, there's a big question that we learned in this course, and it's what constitutes a good leader? Confidence, leadership, influence. When you know you have the ability to execute a plan, in leadership, one is often tempted to put what is effective before what is ethical. That's something very big when it comes to money. Influence followers, but followers is not undirectional. How power is used is generally refers to agents' capacity to influence a target person, but term. This has been targeted different by theorists under the ethical theories novel we've been reading. Overall, a good leader is someone who will allow you to grow without inhibiting your potential. So a leader is somebody that will bring you from, I would say, a D level experienced person to an A level, a manager will manage your abilities and let you stay there. Leaders allow you to grow with them and move forward. Um, Ethical behaviors in the workplace, applying the time for employees to receive training, a meeting a day is very important. Having training is very important. It's important because people need to refresh your skills. Let's take an example when somebody graduates college or has experience in the workforce. Somebody else is learning the same thing you are to another level because in schools that's what they do. They understand technology, they understand business, and when researchers bring that stuff to professors, um, somebody that's been an engineer for 4 years doesn't know as much as the student coming out of school who's been an engineer for the past 4 years because there's advancements just like medicine and technology. Setting goals in the workplace, it might also compromise ethical behaviors. So if you set standards that are really high for somebody that just started working, they may not always be ethical. They may bend the rules to reach their target points. Behaviors in the workplace which comply with the rules of the organization, we spoke about that already. Standards in the workplace which comply with meeting guidelines, that's again not putting too much pressure. Um, uh, Hitting targets for each individual privately so they can feel like they can generate short-term wins. Short-term wins is we have a long goal, we have long objectives, but when we hit them through the 4 quarters, we celebrate a little bit along the way. Let's enjoy the journey and not the destination. Standards with leadership include shaped by moral values and cultural practices and beliefs. Moral values starts at home, what you believe in, what was installed as you as a child, and what brought you through to grade school. Cultural practices, we work with everyone, all backgrounds, all ethnicities. We're an equal opportunity employer, and we believe everyone is should be treated fairly. Standards which allow us to compete to measure up to all certain levels. We're not gonna obsess over the competitor, but we're gonna be very competitive. Follow the rules which allow us to be successful. We've talked about that. Understanding complacency is not tolerated. A lot of people are complacent at what they do. They know their job, they know it well, and they stop. How do we allow people to play to their strengths and not be complacent? How do we let them grow? How do you motivate someone to take a higher role? Educating new employees on essential information of the various requirements on working for a new employer. That is vital to the first 90 days. We have to educate them and let them know why us. Why are we better than the competitor? We got to kind of give them the juice, the steroid, to understand why this company is what it is. That's why they always say the first 90 days are crucial. Provide employees with a clear, consistent, and objective framework which will be used for dealing with particular situations which allow the employer's actions to show, been exercised fairly systematically and equally. Through your HR, you want employee legislation, getting the right people on board and managing their work. You don't want people worried about their pay or their benefits or incentives. Let's sign them up and just keep moving. Seventh slide, will be competitive benchmarking to avoid paying more than necessary. So you come in at a certain number and you get paid your value, not what you negotiate. Complying with relevant regulations. Encourage value creating certainty. So what I can say about it, encourage everyone in the workplace by creating certainty is I can say I started here and this is where I ended up. So there's certainty, there's a path, there's a ladder to get to where I am. Encourage everyone in the workplace, communicate richly. Let's email, let's text, let's call, let's use LinkedIn, social media. That's why we have all these outlets. That's how we communicate. Let's not wait, during work hours. We can all communicate in different ways to be successful. We all have one goal: is to be happy, make money. Base performance management on clear goals. We've spoken about that. Goals. Let's hit our goals and let's make them harder to hit so then we can make more money and be more productive. Focus on strengths over weaknesses. If you have a team of 6 people in an individual department, what are you strong at? What are you weak at? Put your strong people in there and let them play to their strengths. So every day they feel like they're being successful at work. If someone's struggling, let's move around. Hey, you can't do recruiting, let's put you in account management. If you can't do account management, let's put you in HR. Something like that. World-class ethics in the workplace, we talked about it. We value integrity. We value the truth. We value who you work with. Ethics will allow you to comply with all regulations. Ethics that comply with company policy. That's just second nature. Risk assessment and assignments, we will test you where you are, where you're going to be, and how you come in. Testing and monitoring, corporate culture, and the tone starts from the top. So who your leader is, follow them, admire them, and you'll be fine. Setting the tone, some of the things that are benefits working here. We have stakeholder 401k, socialization, and we have a board. We have a board that everyone, it's an open door policy and you can reach out to them. And last but not least, walk the talk, remember the water cooler, keep an ear to the ground, reward principle and performance, and build an ethical corporate ladder. And that's it.